Hi everyone, it's Lisette. Welcome to Proverbs Home. I am so happy that you're here today. First want to start by saying thank you to all my new subscribers and all my friends. Sometimes as homemakers, we get in the same routine, wash the dishes, wash the floor, wash your bathrooms, do laundry. And we just get in the same routine. A lot of our husbands work. Some of us, our children are in school, our grandkids, and we're home alone all day. Some of us work outside of the home and we work inside of the home. And we're still homemakers. And sometimes people just attribute that to women that are home all day. But I think if you are a mom, a grandmom, a wife, or you even live alone, you are still a homemaker. If you are taking care of your home, if you are beautifying it, if you are cooking meals and inventing different recipes, you are a homemaker. And that is what a homemaker is to me. Well, but sometimes as homemakers, we can get bored. We can get bored with the same mundane things every day, right? And today's video is about how to kind of get out of that boredom and to learn to be a homemaker and enjoy yourself while you're doing it. Enjoy the little things you're doing. I've got some wonderful things I'm going to share with you. Before I show you those, I want to show you this beautiful rose basket. Look at those roses. Those were roses from my anniversary. And what I did, I let them air dry. I let them dehydrate. And then I put them in this basket. I spray hairspray on them. And I put them in here, and look how beautiful they are. And what was so special about these were roses my husband gave me, and I didn't want to throw them out once they died. I wanted to keep them, and they just worked out perfect. So I put them in this basket. So if you have those flowers that someone gave you, maybe wildflowers, our wildflowers haven't grown yet. We still have snow on the ground. It's going away. It's been raining all day today, so our snow is going away. I think that was the last of it that we had. So we haven't had the wildflowers grow yet. But it's nice if somebody gives you flowers, don't throw them out. Dehydrate them and then go on ahead and use them for decor. And they smell pretty, and you can put essential oils or whatever you want to put. And it's just really nice. I just wanted to share those with you. Let me put them right here so you can see them. And then right here, this candle of the beautiful flowers. Look at the beautiful flowers. And it was on clearance for $6.99. So I picked it up because it smells like roses. It smells so nice. It smells like roses, but it's a lavender. It's got lavender in it too, and it's got cedar inside. It's just a really beautiful candle, and I love me candles, especially now that the spring will be here soon. I love to start getting the candles that make the home smell comfortable and beautiful, but I'm going to pull the camera down and show you what I have here. This is my blueberry tea and my teapot, and I've got some delicious cookies. I have coconut cookies, and I got fudge mint cookies, and I decided to do something special today and something that was different and have something that I can enjoy by myself while I'm talking to you. So I thought this would be really nice. I'm going to share with you where I got my teapot from. It's such a beautiful teapot and my teacup. Many times we get in the routine of, this is the way it always has to be because this is the way it says it should be. Or this would happen in the past years ago, they used to do it. Well, there's nothing new, right? You know that even the Bible says nothing new under the sun. That means things have happened even in the past that happen now. And I think setting out a nice teapot with some warm water and your tea bags and putting it on your table for anybody that would like some tea, some nice teacups, is a thing that people used to do a lot. And I remember my mom setting the table in different ways years ago when people were coming over, making sure there was coffee, making sure there was toast and butter. My husband was telling me the story about his aunt, which she passed away a few years ago. And when we went to her memorial, we were talking in the car. He was telling me how everybody in the family used to gather at her house, and they would eat toast with butter and sit around the table and talk. And that was a huge thing. She didn't have a whole lot. She didn't have fancy cakes. She didn't have fancy cookies, but she had butter and toast and coffee. And people would love coming over her house. So I remember the day of her memorial, we went over to another family member's house, and guess what they had? They brought loaves of bread, and we all sat down in memory of her and had toast and coffee. And I think we make things so complicated sometimes. Instead of taking our time to get a pretty cup and wash it out and sit with a friend and have toast and coffee or tea or cookies. I have these wonderful cookies here. And these are these coconut cookies. And I think these cookies just make such a pretty plate if you're inviting someone over. And these are the little Dutch made cookies from the Dollar Tree. These are so good. These are called the coconut bar. And they're really, really good cookies. I really enjoy them. They're very crispy. They're light flavored. They're not a heavy cookie. And these are nice cookies to have. If you're bored and you want somebody to come over and just sit with you, where you can talk together, where you can do things together, maybe draw a picture together, and just have time to sit and chat. It doesn't always have to be about the problems of life. It can just be about something so simple as having tea with a friend and enjoying that moment with that friend. Maybe ask your friend to wear their best to your house, to wear a nice dress, and you have a nice time. You wear a nice hat, and you just sit together and enjoy those times. I've got to show you this book. I've had this book for a very long time. This is a vintage book, and it is an Anne and Green Gables book. And I love this book. The reason I bought it was because exactly that, the cover. I like the teapots and the teacups. It's just such a beautiful vintage book that I've had for quite a while, and I really like it. Now, it's been sitting up on my shelf, collecting dust. Like my teacup has been sitting up on my shelf, collecting dust. And there are times we have all those beautiful mementos and we never bring them down. We never take them down to not just dust them off. We may take them down and dust them, but to read them, to enjoy your nice cup of tea, to enjoy your beautiful cup. I remember in the early 90s, we had moved to Florida and I had a roommate. And my roommate invited me with her mom. We went to Tennessee, Galesburg. And in Galesburg, they were having a family reunion, so they invited me to come along. We had such a great time. My friend had the whole set of Anne of Green Gables movies. And I remember we stayed up the whole weekend we were there, and we watched Anne of Green Gables till late. We were in our young 20s, but we had such a great time. And you remember Gilbert Blythe? Like, all the girls had a crush on Gilbert Blythe, and we did too, and we so enjoyed it. And I remember watching the part where Anne, she's trying to fit into the community. She just made friends with Diane. She invites Diane over for a tea party, for some tea cakes and cookies, and she's really excited to have her friend Diane come over. Well, her friend Diane comes over. She has a parasol, her hat, her nice pretty white gloves, and her shawl, and she's welcomed in. Well, Anne is so excited. She goes into the kitchen. And she's looking for something to give Diane to drink. Well, she confuses the liqueur with the cherry cordial. And instead of bringing out the cordial, she brings out the liqueur. She doesn't know the difference because she's never had either. And Diane gets a little tipsy, and you know what happens with that in the community and the ladies in the community. But I remember that scene, and I remember watching them sitting there having cake and tea, their beautiful doilies. Well, why is it that we can't do that today? Why don't we wear our best, sit at the table, invite a friend over, and prepare maybe some dill sandwiches, some nice cookies, some coffee, and just sit together and enjoy being ladies. And just enjoy it. Doesn't mean we got to talk about gossip and negative stuff, but we can talk about good things that touch the heart. Talk about something special, and that's what I love about the Anne of Green Gables series. I remember watching that for the first time years ago and thinking, wow, this is really special for friends to do this together. There was a time, I remember when the 5 and dime store was open and they had all the really pretty handkerchiefs. And I remember going to the 5 and dime store with my mom in 3rd Avenue in the Bronx and looking through all the little cubbies that they had with different things. And they had the pretty handkerchiefs and the white gloves that we wore for Easter. All those things were real special, and we enjoyed them as women. We enjoyed them as young girls and as ladies. And that was very special to have your little patent leather white purse. I've always liked these pretty purses. And they just remind me of, even when I was a young girl, the little hand purses that we wore, that we took with us when we went to church on a Sunday, or it was Easter time and we were going somewhere with our family, maybe to the botanical gardens or somewhere. These purses mean so much. And I actually saw this purse at a thrift store and I liked it so much right away. I picked it up and I got it. It's a beautiful powder pink. I love the buckle on this purse. It's a beautiful purse. It has the snaps on it. And I just really like this. I've used it already quite a few times. I use it for church. And it's such a ladylike purse. I just really, really enjoy that. Having one special purse that you can use when you're going to the grocery store. One special purse, having that one special blouse that you like to wear around your house, that makes you feel springy, that makes you feel beautiful. You know, the spring is coming along. Today I have on this dress. I put on a long sleeve shirt because it's kind of cool in the house. So I decided to put a long sleeve shirt under it. But this is such a pretty dress. It is just a dress that I like to wear at home. I do wear it in the summer, but it makes me feel bright and sunny. And I just really love this dress. So what about you? Do you have that one special dress? If you're bored, did you ever think about, you know what, today I'm going to dress up. Just to dress up. You don't have to go anywhere. Today I'm going to go and just make a really beautiful hairstyle. Something different that I never wear. I'm going to put a flower in my hair. My husband and I, the other day, we were having fish fry. And we were at this very frequent place that everybody goes to get fish fry. They're only open at a certain time of the year, but everybody loves when they open. And I seen this lady sitting there. She had to be in her 80s. She had to be in her 80s. She was an older lady. You could tell she was much older. But she was dressed so pretty. She had one flower in her hair. One little flower in her hair. And it was a bold color, and it was so pretty. And I admire that in her so much. Here's a lady in her 80s or 90s. I know she was older. And she was having fish fry. But she thought enough of herself to take care of herself. You see, being confident, which a lot of women get confused. It's not about, I'm confident, I throw all caution to the wind. Nothing is sacred anymore. Because I'm a confident woman. I don't care. I don't have to take care of myself because I'm confident. Confident is also being confident enough to know that you want to take care of who you are. You want to take care of your hair. You know, they got such great shampoos at the Dollar Tree, which I love. This is in no way a promotion for Dollar Tree. This is just me sharing with you. They have the Suave shampoos that smell so good, like strawberries and lilacs and lavender. And you could get those shampoos and save them for the spring. And just that your hair smells so good. Just watching that lady sitting there having a fish fry with the flower in her hair with her husband. How beautiful he must have thought she was. How much confidence did she have in herself to know that she was beautiful at 20 and she's beautiful at 80? Remember that that is part of being a homemaker. When you get bored, do something special for yourself. Take out your favorite teacup. I picked this teacup purposely because it has roses. And this is the Royal Albert teacup that I really love. And this one is from the series Tea Rose. And is so pretty. I love this teacup. All my teacups that I have are very inexpensive. I get them when I see them on sale or at a thrift store or at a bookstore. And this one is just so special to me. The tea that I'm drinking is Taviv and is the blueberry flavor. And I got it at the Dollar Tree and it's delicious tea. The cookies are from the Dollar Tree. You know, you can have a wonderful spread for your table for very inexpensive. Do it for yourself. If you don't do it for anyone else, and you're thinking, you know, I really don't like having people over, do it for you. Have a time for yourself. You may have children or grandchildren or many things you have to do. Maybe you have a sick husband that you have to take care of. Get out that special teapot. Sit with him. Have tea with him. Make him feel special. Make yourself feel special. Get a nice napkin and put it on your lap. Take out your pretty doilies. I like this teapot. and it's got rabbits on it. I got this a few years ago at an Amish like festival. It's a festival they have, and it's beautiful, and we like to go over there, and they have beautiful things for very cheap. And I saw this teapot, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. It's no special day. It's gloomy out. It's rainy. But I think it is a special day because it's another day God's given us. Now, books are important too. Those special books. And I showed you my Anna Green Gables vintage book. But I have to show you this one. This is called Tea Time Cookbook. And it's just a small little cookbook. And you can make scones. It has recipes for scones and different cookies in here. This is nice to set out some tea on your table and then make a recipe with one of your friends or by yourself. Try something different. Changing it up. Changing your routine and trying something different. I have this one, which is muffins. And this has great recipes inside of it. I really like this one. These are great to put on your coffee table, to put on your kitchen table, just for you to look at. Just for you to go through when you get bored and say, okay, what new recipe can I try today? They have whiteout muffins, orange marmalade muffins recipe. Ooh, that's gotta be good. I love orange. Ooh, I love orange flavor. Lemon poppy seed muffins. They got so many different muffins you can make. So if you're bored, try making a new recipe. Try inventing a new recipe. There's many times I put food together and I invent a recipe and it comes out delicious. So try inventing something new. Try doing something different with your time. I have this one, the Gooseberry Patch book. And this is a small book. I have two of these. One is called Tiny Tips for Get-Togethers. And I really like this one because if you're having a get-together, you can look in here. If you're having a friend over or maybe just your family at home, you want to do something special. One time I moved the furniture. I set a blanket on the floor. We made ramen noodles. Yes, ramen noodles. And we had little cups like this. And I made iced tea and we sat on the floor, had a Chinese dinner, my grandkids and I, and we had so much fun. There's so much you can do right in your home where you don't have to go anywhere to start spending money and doing all this stuff. You know, sometimes the simple things changes the mood of things, of trying to do the same thing all the time. Change it up a little bit for your family. Say, tonight we're not going to eat together in the kitchen. We're not going to eat together at the table. Let's all sit on the floor. Let's all enjoy a nice meal together and pass the bowl around and do something different. It's just so much fun. May our house always be too small to hold all of our friends. And I just love the drawings in here. They're so pretty. This is just such a nice book. This one is called Gifts to Make and Give. And those kitchen gifts are always great to give to a friend. Maybe if you're bored, make something for someone. Make something special for someone. There's always things we can do that we overlook. It is in giving that we receive, and that's by William Shakespeare. So it's better to give than to receive. To make something. If you have one of those books, make something for someone and just surprise them. And then I love these books. These are some of my special treats, my special books. And when the spring comes along and the summer comes, I like putting these books out because they remind me of nature. They remind me of the area we live in and all the different animals that we get to see. So I love these books. This is The Tale of Benjamin Bunny by Beatrix Potter. And many of you have seen my cup with Benjamin Bunny, and I love this tale. And it's the tale of Timmy Tiptoes, and I love this one also. These are nice to put on a coffee table, to put on your table and just enjoy. And when people come over, they look at them and they enjoy them. And it brings nature and it brings spring into your home. There's so many ways you can break the boredom writing somebody a letter. Just getting out of the routine of texting. We could get so into that texting stuff. Texting sometimes is misread or somebody takes it wrong. Or it can be very short. I mean, it's okay to text if it's something really quick, not that important. But I would say try not to ever text things that are very important. Try not to do that. Try not to text things to people that are personal. Call them on the phone. We've gotten out of the habit where people have forgotten how to communicate with one another and really enjoy time with each other because of the texting. Write them a letter. You can always write a letter with journal paper and draw a nice picture. Watercolor a nice picture. Color a picture with water pencils or just color pencils and crayons. And send it to someone just because. Not because they did anything for you. Just because you're thinking about them, you're praying for them. Pick somebody to send something to. Write a nice letter, maybe a poem. Something that has to do with friendship. You know, that lady at the fish place, I can't forget her. Because she was an elderly lady with a beautiful flower in her hair. And she felt beautiful. And she looked beautiful too. Don't forget that you are beautiful. Put a flower in your hair. Put on a nice blouse. A nice dress. Wear it around the house, even if it's for a couple of hours and then you hang it back up. But see how you feel. Put on some nice earrings. See how you feel. It's just a great feeling that comes with taking care of yourself. I hope you enjoy sitting with me. Enjoy some tea. Those coconut bar cookies from Little Dutch Maid. They're so good. I hope that you enjoy this time. And remember, you don't have to wait till there's some major event to dress nice, to put a flower in your hair. Something as simple as a fish fry can make you feel amazing. God bless you, and I'll talk to everyone soon. And if you want, look up those books by Anna Green Gables and try to find one. They're just special books to have. When you're bored, you can sit and read something that's sweet, clean, and nice. God bless you, everyone, and have a great night from my Proverbs home to yours.